Hey guys, this is Pam, your favorite paralegal and notary public from Brooks Notary and Litigation Support. Just want to do a video about the survivor's guide to working in a law firm. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. So I'm making this video for my new paralegals and legal support staff. So, legal secretary, legal assistants. This is for you guys. Because a lot of times, especially if you've never worked in a law firm environment, it could be kind of a culture shock. And that's because, look, this may not be your first job and you've worked in an office before. And so you're like, yeah, okay, I know it's not going to be all hunky dory in the beginning, but, once I'm there, it'll be okay. That is true. That's also true when it comes to working in a law firm. However, the environment sometimes can be a little hostile. And people are sometimes not very nice to you. So I want to say, don't be surprised if people don't say hi to you. People don't look at you. They don't acknowledge you. They reach around you. They just don't speak to you. It's not personal. It may feel that way, but it's not personal. Generally, people are under a lot of pressure when they're working and especially if they're in a fast-paced environment, fast-paced law firm, a very busy law firm. So sometimes people are just under pressure and they're under the gun and they just don't have time or the patience. Someone may have been, may have blown past their deadline. So now they're like scrambling trying to fix that. Or someone may be getting ready for trial and they don't have time to talk to anybody about anything that's not related to their case. So, so don't take it personally. Honestly, working at a law firm, you're going to develop tough skin if you stick it out. If you didn't already have it before. I'm going to tell you, when I started, I used to cry. A very first law firm job, I used to cry because I'm like, oh my God, why are they so mean to me? But it's just one of those things that you got to kind of understand that this business is volatile. Sometimes it's hostile. People, the parties are fighting and there's a lot of tension and a lot of pressure. So it just kind of comes out at the office sometimes. So speaking of getting your feelings hurt, it's kind of a good idea to leave your feelings at home. In this profession, again, people are blunt. They will just say things and just not care how it comes out. And you just can't take things personally. Short of, something that's like racist or sexist or homophobic or, anything of that nature, then okay, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. I can keep going because a lot of times they will just say things and it just is what it is. So you have to leave your feelings at home. I had to learn that because I'm totally a softie. I'm totally a softie. But had I not worked in a firm, say when I started, had I not worked in a firm with a veteran attorney, I wouldn't have learned how to separate my emotions from business. You know what I mean? And that's because he was a great attorney, and I learned a great deal from him. And I'll never say anything mean or disrespectful or rude about him. But there were times where it was very difficult because I'm just generally just a nice person, and so when someone says something that's just curt and straight to the point, and it's just like, so it's not personal. It's not personal. I know it sounds like a lot like the first point, but this is very important for you to know and for you to remember, because you're going to deal with some people who are very arrogant sometimes and have this chip on their shoulder. And they're going to say things, they're going to talk down to you or speak to you as if you don't understand something because you may not have gone to law school. You know what I mean? So you have to think about it as if, you know what, it's not personal, or you know what, I don't care that they said that to me or that they think that about me or whatever. My work is going to show what I can really do. You know what I mean? So you have to have that mentality. I had to develop that mentality because I've gone through that quite a bit throughout my legal career. And a lot of times okay, that's another story time about me being a black woman and having to experience actual prejudices from attorneys. Because of my ethnicity, they thought certain things about me. So it's a lot. So I got some serious story times. You guys just stay tuned. But all that to say, you're going to develop a thick skin if you decide to stick it out in this legal industry. As an example, I have witnessed attorneys scream and shout at their legal staff. I have witnessed attorneys throw things across the office. I've witnessed them slam doors. I've witnessed them scream and shout at people over the phone. Opposing counsel, they've screamed and shouted at opposing counsel. I've seen shouting matches. I've been involved in shouting matches. Not as initiating it, but I don't know, maybe I'll save that for story time. I'll save that one for story time. Because there was this one attorney that used to pick on me all the time, and trying to remain professional, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to let it go. And it just kept happening and kept happening and kept happening until one day I blew my top and it was over. But I'll save that for story time for another video. So if you want to hear that one, tune in for later. So all that to say that sometimes attorneys can have bad behavior, okay? Literally like throwing tantrums. And this is not saying I'm not doing a blanketed brush or blanketed stroke saying that all attorneys do that, because they don't. Because I've worked for some really good attorneys, but I've also worked for some, I don't want to say bad attorneys, but attorneys with bad attitudes. Okay, so said to leave your feelings at home. In this case, you will have to check your ego. And that is because a lot of times, the attorneys that you're working for, they may kind of have a chip on their shoulders. Again, not all of them, but some of them. I've experienced several that couldn't stand when they were wrong, to be told that they were wrong about something or pointed out that they made a mistake on something. They couldn't stand it. So a lot of times, you may have to check your ego, because it can end up badly for you if you're dealing with someone who has a very sensitive ego. And they think that you're trying to, in some way show that you're smarter than them or something like that. I'm telling you, I've dealt with so many different types. And so just to prevent any issues, any arguments, any beef in the office, it's very important to just, if you see something is incorrect, just go ahead and fix it, and just take care of it. My next tip: never attempt to lie to your attorney. Bad idea. I have seen it go really bad. Don't do it. You have to understand that these people are trained to cut through the BS. They can see through it. They even know where you're going before you get there. A lot of them. I'm not saying all, because some are just, oh my God. But there are some, the veteran attorneys especially, they know exactly where you're going with your story before you even get there, and it's not even worth it. Tell the truth. What kind of lies could somebody possibly want to tell their attorney? Oh, how about, I sent it to such and such to review the document and they never did it. Or I could swear I completed this, or I know I did X, Y, and Z. They know when you're lying. Just save yourself the embarrassment. Own up to it. Trust me, they will respect you so much more. I'm telling you, I've seen it go downhill really fast and really bad for someone not being truthful, attempting to lie, attempting to, cover their behind at someone else's expense. You know what I mean? So it's best to tell the truth. So that was it for this video. I thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the content in this video, please see the links below on how you can support the channel and help my little channel grow. I am up to 29 subscribers already, so I greatly, greatly appreciate your support. I'll have more videos coming soon, a couple more storytime videos. And if you want to reach out to me, that's brooksnotary.com. As you can see, my website in the background. You can also hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Brooks Notary. I actually just opened a TikTok account. So there's like nothing on there. But if you like to connect with me or follow me on TikTok, my TikTok handle is Will Work for Money. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next video.